In January of 2017, we took a trip out to Las Vegas and then rented a car and went out to the Grand Canyon by the Grand Canyon Railroad. We stayed at the Grand Canyon Railway Hotel and we booked the Baron Suite. Beautiful room. When we got there, we had a buffet dinner, spent the night. The next morning, we had a buffet breakfast. And after our breakfast, we boarded the train for the Grand Canyon, where we would be spending 3 nights. And before you get on the train, they do a little Western show, which was entertaining, to say the least. And I think it's a great way to go see the Grand Canyon. And this is the private car in the back of the train, which we were on, and the sheriff is riding on the back with us. And here we have some pictures of our journey up to the Grand Canyon. It was a beautiful day, up in the 60s. It was sunny weather. And here you can see a nice long shot of the train. Here we are in the refreshment car where you could get some snacks, you could get drinks, and we went up into the observation car. Another shot of the train, and they had entertainment walking throughout the train. They would come through all the cars, and here is the banjo player back in the last car. We now have arrived in the Grand Canyon and are doing a little turnaround. And here is our first view of the Grand Canyon. Now, while we were there, we did take a few little bus tours to get to see the canyon. And like I said, it was a beautiful day, 60 degrees, sunny, blue sky. You couldn't ask for nicer weather while we were there. Here we have one of the bus tours that we did go on, and one of the tours we took was the Sunset Bus Tour, which was really beautiful, getting to see the Grand Canyon with the sun setting over it, as you will see in some of the following pictures. It was absolutely gorgeous. I recommend being up there for sunset anytime you're up there. In fact, I recommend staying a few days up there. You don't only have to go by the train, you can get a room in some of the resorts up there without the train. The next morning, we woke up to it being white, and it did not stop snowing the whole time we were there for the next. It snowed for 2 more days. In fact, they were calling for 12 to 18 inches in the Grand Canyon area. And back in Williams, Arizona, where we got the train and left our car, they were expecting 18 to 24 inches of snow. Now, I will say it was absolutely beautiful to see the Grand Canyon in snow. It is something I have never seen pictures of. Here we are, back on the train, heading back to Williams, Arizona. The interesting thing of this whole ride is you went in snow, and as you rode down this track, you eventually came out of the snow and were in more desert-like area. As you can see, we are slowly leaving the snow behind us as we continue our way to Williams, Arizona. But as we are getting closer to Williams, we get the snow again. And upon arrival at the Grand Canyon Railway Hotel, there was already a foot of snow on the ground, and this is what it looked like when we got there. And the next day we had to dig out our car so we could drive back to Las Vegas. Please be sure to like and subscribe this video, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave them.